All right, I'm here today with Chris, who's been a member of our Total Life Fitness program and has been doing really well. And he's going to share a little bit about his journey and experience today. So, Chris, why don't you just start with telling us a little bit about yourself and what you're struggling with prior to joining our program?
Well, I think my big thing is that I could get disciplined where I'd lose a little bit of weight but I think the biggest thing was I just wouldn't stay disciplined. Like I'd probably be snacking and eating things I shouldn't, and I wasn't really ever truly counting my calories and keeping all that stuff like sorted out. So I think times I thought, oh, I ate pretty good, but then once I started counting all that stuff, I realized that a lot of times like, oh yeah, that was more than I thought. So I think once I became so accountable that I logged in everything I ate, just about, I mean, maybe a couple things here or there, you might miss something or do it slightly off from what it is. But I got the food scale, I did all the stuff you said. And I think I've got like 173 days in a row of logging in my food. So that way I know what I'm eating. So if I do have a day where I'm going to be going to somebody's party and eating cake and other things, then I kind of plan a little bit around that. Maybe I can eat a little bit less on a day or so leading up to it or afterwards. But bottom line is, I always want to try to keep that kind of in check. And I think my biggest problem before was, I mean, I'm driven, I can do this stuff, but I didn't realize just what I was putting in my body as far as calories. And now that I know, I can really keep it under control.
That's awesome. Yeah, happy to hear that. And yes, I mean, you obviously we're struggling with a little bit with that and have obviously made some progress. So just curious, before you were joining, did you have any hesitations around joining or anything like that?
I thought about different things like that, and then it's maybe I procrastinate just a little bit on that, but I thought at just one point there, I was just like, I see all these people that have had pretty good success, and I figured there has to be something to it, and I think really it is a great system. Kind of makes you accountable. The coaching so that they can kind of coach you up on different things that you're doing or not doing well, and so once I decided to get into it, I was all in. But so yeah, I guess I don't know if I answered the question completely, but
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
one of those things where I thought about it for a while, but I think I just decided to finally make the jump because I've always kind of had that where I lost a little bit of weight and then probably the holidays roll around and maybe I ate poorly or something, and then I'm motivated after that to take it back off. So I just kind of want to keep it off.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Keeping the weight off for sure. So now you've obviously been making some good progress we've been talking about right before we started recording here. So kind of share your best kind of your specific results of what you've gotten since joining.
Well, I think when I first, right before I joined, once again after the holidays, it's not ironic that I tend to probably put like some weight on around that time, but I was like an upper 220s, like almost 229, which is probably like 8 or 10 pounds heavier than I normally would be. And I just like, okay, I'm done with this. So I went from basically, I think when I started with you guys, maybe a little bit closer to 226. And there's been a lot of time where I'm under 205 now. Now I think there was a little bit of time where I was a little bit more under 205, maybe 202. But when I changed the emphasis on the protein and tried to like bulk up a little more muscle, I think I might have added a couple extra pounds of muscle, which is also what I wanted to do. I wanted to get leaner, I wanted to get stronger. And I think I've kind of got to that level where I'm comfortable with all that. So
Yeah, absolutely. You've definitely gone through a pretty good body recomposition. So just curious, like since you've been losing the weight and putting on the muscle, like how has that impacted you on a day-to-day basis? Like in terms of your health, energy, how you feel, like how has that impacted you?
I mean, I always seem to have pretty good energy, but I'm sure I have more energy. I think that, when you like strengthen up your core and stuff like that, I had kind of a little bit of a back issue in the past. And I think that seems like it's not been as bad too, because I think I've strengthened up muscles. Maybe that just helps with my posture and stuff too. I'm not really sure, but so definitely probably more of a spring in my step. When you're down like 15, 20 pounds and you're not carrying that all around, I'm sure that has to help too. So.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, obviously you've been doing really well and working with our team. And just curious for anyone watching, why would you recommend Total Life Fitness to others?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things out there that claim to help people lose weight, but this isn't like one of those things where, the easy pill and you just lose the weight. This is like a change in your lifestyle. So I recommend it because, I'm trying to going forward be healthier, not trying to just take the shortcut. And you guys don't take the shortcut. You do it the right way and you build this foundation, from the ground up. And if you follow what you're saying, the results will come and they'll come pretty fast in a lot of cases. So
Absolutely. Well, yeah, you've been doing a really good job and a great job maintaining and appreciate your time.
thank you.